Quick message to all our viewers before we get started on today's video. It has come to our attention that over 90% of our regular viewers are not subscribed to the channel. We request you to please click the subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can be notified when the next video from Mythology is out. The bigger the channel gets, the better the quality of videos that we do for you also gets. So please help us make some amazing videos by supporting the channel and clicking that subscribe button. Thank you. Now over to the video. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Mythloke with your host Nitin Nair. As we go around the world looking at wonderful mythologies and strange characters and really exciting stories that we can talk about, it often happens that we are led into a conflict as to what really constitutes the real mythology. Was it something that existed before the Christians or the Muslims came about and spread their religion? Or did they happen to have very strong roots in what is considered to be pre-modern religious times? One classic case that we always love to discuss is that of the Middle Eastern mythology, where the spread of Islam has led to a complete denial of sorts in terms of the ancient mythology and civilization that lived in the area. What we often tend to forget is that a similar kind of alienation and suspension of belief also existed in the European region with the spread of Christianity. One such region or one such mythology that has had to suffer one of the more direct backlashes from the spread of Christianity is the Baltic region and the Baltic mythology. Today we will be talking about one of the core characters of Baltic mythology whose whole origin and role in the mythology has been questioned of late. This is none other than Velinas or Velinas from Baltic mythology. Velinas is a god of the Latvian Velis or the Lithuanian Bles, which can be compared to a modern-day zombie. He is a one-eyed prophet who can raise whirlwinds and lead the souls of the dead through the skies. Like the Nordic or Germanic Wodan, he is similar to the Piccolos or Patolos from the old Prussian and Lithuanian traditions. Velinas was the assistant of the gods, but his legend contains more than that. In the earliest layer of Baltic mythology, Velinas was seen as one of the cosmological creator beings and as one of the creators of the material world. His connection to death and reincarnation dates back to prehistoric times and Baltic ancestral worship. Velinas could appear in various forms, and in most Baltic folktales, shapeshifting is a common element. He was associated with reptiles, birds and animals and could also take the form of people from different professions and ages. In folktales, Velinas was described as a physically attractive man who seeks the love of women and sometimes even married them. Stories about Velinas and his relationship with women very much disapproved by Christians, which later on increased his questionable reputation. In folklore, Velinas was regarded as a creature that's capable of being both clever and stupid. Most commonly, it is described as an anthropomorphic creature that features a tail, horns, and a pair of hooved feet. However, since the devil in Christian beliefs was also depicted in this form, it is hard to tell the difference between real and post-Christian versions. Velinas is said to live in various locations such as barns, ponds, caves, and marshlands. In folktales, he is associated with stones and he carries it in an attempt to throw it at a church whenever he passes it by. The singular entity known as Velinas is considered to be a giant similar to Devas, the sky god who is said to be either his brother or father. There are two opposing forces of which Devas creates everything that's perfect, such as the plains and fields. On the other hand, Velinas creates everything that's chaotic, such as the mountains and rocks. Velinas was also called Velinas, Vels, or Velns, depending on the region that he was worshipped in. In Lithuanian mythology, Velinas is regarded as an antagonist of Perkunas, and he was associated with the treasures found within the earth. He was also tasked with protecting the poor and punishing those who do evil deeds, such as drunkards, thieves, and dishonest individuals. Velinas was helpful to people, helping them to build churches, bridges, and land. He also provided assistance to hunters and blacksmiths, and he would sometimes tempt them into committing sin. He additionally made fun of them and would often harm them in various ways. It is believed that the Velinas is a fad of rowan, ivy, linden, hazel, juniper, and candlelight. Much like the traditional devil, Velinas is also fearful of all sacred things like the rosary, the cross, and the holy bread. With the growth and spread of Christianity, the need to make both pagan and modern Christianity exist side by side influenced many characters in Baltic mythology. Some characters like Velinas were merged with Christian understanding of Satan to provide relatability to the concept of death and the afterlife. Velinas once again has been a debated topic in terms of who was the original Velinas. Was it something that we can find in the future from Lithuanian, Latvian, or even broader Baltic documentation of their mythologies? Or do we believe the more modern version, which was heavily influenced by Christian invaders to spread the concept of Christianity by using local pagan gods and devils to draw comparisons and parallels to the religion? This practice has always diluted the mythology of a region, but this is something that we need to live with and really can't do much when there isn't a source of verifiable information that we can use to really determine what the real story is. We will be bringing you a lot more such similar characters with the complexities involved of what's actual fact and what's the manufactured truth, but we will strive to keep as true to the original as possible in our conquest to bring you amazing characters from mythology from around the world. So until next time, do click like, subscribe, drop us a review, a comment, a rating, whatever you can do to help increase the visibility of this podcast and this YouTube channel in the days to come. This is your host, Nitin Nair, signing out by reminding you once again that Mythlok is the home of mythology.